And well, you know, our theme here. Thanks to Paulette, and thanks for all the great work that Paulette and Ted and the rest of and Susan and the rest of the squirrels have done here. And of course, all around the world, as Nick pointed out, events happening today, and our theme here, I guess, homelessness and hunger and poverty. And I haven't experienced those things in about 40 years, so but I did happen to to write about some of those things going way back. So this is a poem called "Working Man's Dead" from Roche, and it's that it's that people waiting on the sidewalk for soup kitchens to open up, or for them to come and pick you up if you're a migrant worker, or whatever else. For the stores to open just to go in and use a bathroom or something. Anyway. So this is called, anyway. On a cold morning sidewalk anywhere, USA, waiting for some place, any place to open. And that's the heart of it, I think. And then again, called Some Nights. Sleeping on someone's couch, some night, somewhere, sometime, late in the night, someone's housemate comes home. Asks someone, "What the fuck are you doing letting someone stay on our couch?" Someone slams a door, and someone else opens the refrigerator door and bangs around in there. And you squeeze into a fetal ball. Try to be smaller than Alice, smaller than Thumbelina. Hope everyone will just go away and let you just get some sleep. And one more from this Song of the Panhandler, which I always say is good practice in learning to try to sell poetry. There's a better day a-comin', gotta be a better day a-comin'. We're all praying for a better day, hoping for a better day, singing for a better day, wondering why that better day's so long a-comin'. Need to believe in that better day. Maybe when the revolution comes, brother. Maybe when the millennium comes, sister. Maybe when we hijack that starship and move to a new galaxy. Maybe when the war ends. Maybe when they stop killing our leaders. Maybe when the cops stop hassling us for panhandling and having long hair. Maybe when I can buy what I need with my good looks. Maybe when there's liberty and justice for all. Maybe when the climate suits my clothes. Maybe when my crotch stops itching. Maybe when Nixon goes away. Maybe when they free John Sinclair. Maybe when the song comes round on the old guitar. Maybe when they build a perpetual motion machine. Maybe when the aliens land. Maybe when the dolphins talk. Maybe when Jimmy and Janice return. Maybe when you stop and listen to me for once. Maybe when the poets aren't scorned. Maybe it's already here. Maybe it's already there in your heart, man. Maybe all you need to do is reach down deep in your pockets. Yes, indeed, there's a better day coming. But until then, buddy, can you spare a dime? A quarter would do nicely. I think I'll do one. Kind of change it just a second. This is called The Day After the Day 10 Years After. The day after 9/11/11, and we're all thankful no more towers went down. Thankful no trains or buses exploded. Thankful for no sabotage of chemical plant in Jersey or nuclear plant in Ohio, though there is report of fire at one in France. Otherwise, just the hangover from one too many 9/11 commemorative concerts or vigils or ceremonies or TV specials. Otherwise, just an ordinary day. Suicide bombing in Afghanistan. Scores burned to death in Nairobi slum pipeline explosion. Estimated 4,000 children starved to death. How many contracted AIDS? The stock market continues its slide. The rich might have to cut back and buy just one island or Greek antiquity site this year. And since there are events going all around the world, it reminds me a few years ago in Scotland, the protests against the G8, which is the 8 leaders of the 8 biggest industrial nations, and the people who are supposedly, looking out to cure poverty or combat hunger and poverty around the world. And of course, and remember, this was about, I think, 7 years ago, and there were, Bono and all of these, rock stars and everybody were trying to raise money with big concerts, and they, went and appealed to these world leaders who, of course, promised the moon. And that's the thing. They have these big government summits, and they promise billions of dollars in aid to Africa and so forth. And then, funny thing is, very little of the money actually gets there, but everybody's forgotten by that point. So anyway, so there were protests in Scotland at a place called Gleneagles. That I happened to be there for an odd set of circumstances. And so I'm just going to end with 2 short poems from that experience. And one is called People's Carnival. And there was an anarchist clown army. There were anarchist clowns, and Flying Squirrel is sort of an anarchist clown. And people went through rigorous like week-long clown training. If you be a clown, you got to be a serious clown. So anyway, and people were arrested for even wearing clown costumes. Anyway, so this is called People's Carnival. Clown army coming through the rye beyond the barbed wire. Chinook helicopters and a phalanx of riot police can't stop the marching band on the hillside, nor the conga line of clowns as still puppets do a danse macabre, silhouetted against the horizon. And then second is called Coincidence. I met a family on the march to Gleneagles today. Only last evening I'd sat with them and chatted during a literary pub tour in Edinburgh. Father, mother, 22-year-old daughter from the English Midlands told me how they'd been going to anti-nuclear and anti-war and anti-capitalist demos together since the girl was in diapers, read presumably. Firm testimony that the family that demonstrates together stays together. So very British, perfect in their ordinariness, right out of a BBC comedy skit, yet ever so thoughtful and gentle. When the march stalls due to trouble at the gates, there was a Maoist group charging the gates. The family decide to step to a side lane, take their miniature camp stove from out the rucksack, and make tea. Thus is peace restored.